Finally. I know. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inappropriate Movie Database, the comedy game show about content warnings. I'm your host, Nick Martucci. We are starting August on this show. I'm so excited for this group of people. Just a fun group. Before we get to that, if you're new here, welcome. If you like what you're seeing, go back and watch some of the old episodes. There's almost 200 of them. You're sure to find at least one more episode that you think is okay. Also, if you're not a member of the Facebook group, you should join that. If you search Inappropriate Movie Database or click the link in the description of this video, that's where you can get all the information about this show, including how to be on it. I will say, first show of August, we are already booked through August. But people drop out, and when people drop out, I need people to fill, and usually I go to the Facebook. So you should join that. And if you're not on Facebook, we're also on Instagram and Twitter. Going to keep calling it Twitter at IMDb Game. You can get information there as well. Today is the 7th of August, which means we are officially 1 month away from the next live in-person Inappropriate Movie Database, September 7th at 7 p.m. in Lawrence, Massachusetts. I'm going to keep talking about this until the day comes. Buy your tickets now. Those are available. You can find them on the Facebook page. It's just going to be a real fun show. And I will say, for you watching this show, if you're interested in this, if you want half off those tickets, enter offer code OBSCENE, and you can get tickets for $6 a piece. Otherwise, they're $12, which is still a bargain. But I want people to come out to that. It's going to be so much fun. And if it goes well, we get to keep doing them. What else do I have to say? Oh, yeah. If you haven't been watching the show in a while, we have a couple of people who haven't been on in a little bit. You know that there is now an optional prize for the winner. Every week, the winner can assign a movie that I have to watch in the week. Which is fun because right now on the show, we have the person who has suggested my favorite movie and the person who's suggested the movie I dislike the most. So that's a fun little chasm. But on the show tonight, returning champion Josh Poirier last week won the show and made me watch 1999's Arlington Road. Jeff Bridges, Tim Robbins, Joan Cusack. I didn't know anything about this movie going in, and it is a gut punch of a movie. I was on board. I kept waiting for it to fall off. I kept waiting for it to get cheesy, and it never does. It's so tense, and like I said, I just love a suburban thriller. Jeff Bridges, amazing in it. Tim Robbins, so good at being sinister. I'm really glad that I've seen that now, and I wouldn't have if somebody didn't make me see it. So thank you for that.
Welcome.
And apologies to Kari, who wasn't on the show last week.
It's okay. I watched it the day after, so you're welcome.
I've talked way too much up top, so let's bring in our contestants tonight. Joining me on the show are Josh Poirier, Kari Taylor, Conor Shanahan, and Manix Catino. Welcome, everybody.
Well, hey, Nick. Hey.
Hi.
Now, before we get to the show, I feel like it's been a little bit. I feel like I've been slacking off, but I got mini games tonight.
Yay.
So let's play some mini games and see who I'm going to talk to first individually. Theme for tonight, you all know. I guess if you click the video, you know too. It's right in the title, right behind me. We're doing movies starring musicians. And again, starring might be a strong word. There are musicians in these movies.
Okay.
Hopefully notable enough that you won't get angry at me for including them. First mini game I have tonight are character names. Basically, I have found a singer turn actor and have pulled just a bunch of their character names. I'm going to start reading through a list of character names I'm going to say yell it out when you think you know what it is. No penalty for wrong answers. I've got 4 of these, so let's do a couple and then I'll talk to you. Let's jump into this. We all know how this works, right?
Yep.
All right. This first musician has played characters like the Shark, Colin Morris, Cyrus Ogilvy, Maltazard, Philip Jeffries, Mr. Rice, John Blakelock, Thomas Jerome Newton, Andy Warhol.
Oh shit.
Pontius Pilate.
Oh fuck.
David Bowie.
It is David Bowie.
Christ.
Cared about that one.
He was
His name, in fact, is not fuck or Christ.
was that Basquiat where he was?
Yeah,
Andy
it was
Warhol?
Basquiat.
God damn it.
That's
Yeah.
right. Shit.
Ah,
Shit.
nice one, Kari.
The only ones we didn't get to: Tesla in The Prestige, and of course Jareth in Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Let's do one more of these, and then we'll start chatting. This next actor has played Dr. Twitchell, Dr. Abu Yawana, Teresa Sugarman, V. Rose Hill, Leslie Wright, Sasha Franklin, August Boatwright, Mrs. Christmas, Cha-Cha, Aunt Shaniqua, Roughhouse MC,
Monique.
Motormouth Maybill.
Oh, Queen Latifah.
It is Queen Latifah.
Oh yeah.
Last one from Chicago, Matron Mama Morton.
Oh, those help me.
Clearing both of those, let's bring her in first. Welcome back, Kari Taylor.
Hi.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Doing wonderful.
I'm excited to see how the show works. You have won 2 of your last 2 appearances. You're going for a 3-peat today. And I will say one of your opponents has won 4 out of his last 5 appearances. And the other 2 haven't been on in a while. So there's going to be some weird competition tonight.
Yeah. I mean, I saw last week's episode, so I'm not feeling confident going up against Josh, especially. No offense to my 2 other competitors, but
I will say the last time you faced Josh, pay no attention to the 40 he got last week. Last time you faced Josh, he got 0.
And Connor is a beast.
yeah. True. Yeah. I mean, I have played against Connor before. He does pretty well.
I did just say Monique, though.
What we're all saying is that nobody's worried about Manix. Well, Kari, I'm going to ask you the question I ask at all points.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a variation. Do you have a favorite musician turned actor, or do you have a favorite movie that features a musician acting?
I mean, I kind of figured you were going to ask something along this line, so I was thinking about it earlier today. And the first one that came to my mind was Alice Cooper in Wayne's World, which I don't know if that counts. Because it's just like one scene, but
it's a real memorable scene.
It's literally everything I know about the city of Milwaukee is from that scene. But as like when I remembered that, I also remembered that Alice Cooper has another kind of like bit part in a different movie that like I also really enjoy. But he plays one of the like kind of like homeless people, I guess, that get like possessed in John Carpenter's Prince of Darkness, which I feel like is a really underrated John Carpenter film, especially. But he has like no lines, but he has like one of the best skills in the entire movie. So, and it's really memorable. So, yeah.
I mean, that is excellent. I didn't know he was in that movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I mean, Wayne's World. I figured that was Aerosmith in that movie.
It's Aerosmith in the second one.
It is the Aerosmith in the second one, and in the first sketch. I know things.
True, yes, yeah.
I can't remember what I did earlier today, but I know who's been on Wayne's World.
You know the important things.
Tom Hanks.
And Tom Hanks, sibilance.
Sibilance.
Yep.
Well, let's bring in the other chatterbox. Joining me, returning champion, Josh Poirier. How you doing?
Good, how's it going, Nick?
Going well. So, like I said, you have now suggested a real good movie for me to
That's
watch,
good.
and I'm curious how quickly you're going to lose that goodwill.
Probably pretty quickly. When it comes to movies starring musicians, there aren't a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of great ones and there's a lot of bad ones. There aren't very many in between.
Well, do you have any off the top of your head?
I do, and one of them's another bit part, but probably the most memorable part of the movie. Lemmy and Airheads. I was the editor of my high school magazine.
I think I prefer Lemmy and Tromeo and Juliet.
Lemmy and Lemmy in what was it, Hardware. He played the taxi driver in Hardware. I've been talking about Lemmy a lot, but I think my real choice though is actually someone who actually did act pretty well. Dave Grohl. He's actually pretty funny in most of the stuff he's in. That Studio 666 was not great, but it was not because of him.
Yeah, I never ended up following up and checking that out.
It's not bad. I mean, the kills are very, very inventive and very well done. It's kind of sad that Taylor Hall died pretty much right after that movie came out.
Yeah,
because he does get killed in the movie. So, but Dave Grohl also is the devil in Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny.
Yeah, I think I prefer him in the music video for Tribute.
I do.
The devil.
I do. Yeah,
he's doing a lot with the silent role in that.
Yes, he also drummed on that track too.
No, excellent choice. Also returning to the show tonight, been a little bit. I checked. It's been 10 episodes. Conor Shanahan, welcome back. I welcome you as I see you coughing.
I timed it. I held on to that. Hey, thanks for having me back. It's always fun.
It's always great to have you here.
Thank you.
Connor,
yeah.
I feel like you can come from a place of authority. You're a musician too.
I'm a fake musician.
I've seen your videos. You play the music. You sing the songs.
I attempt those both. Actually, this week I am going to see a show on Friday, which I'm very excited about, and it ties into sort of your prompt. So it's a little film out of Ireland 15 years ago. I don't know if it's going to come up or not tonight. And it's this little film that kept on puttering, and it ended up winning the Oscar for Best Song. And it's a little film called Once about the Irish busker, who then meets this young lady who plays piano, and they just very organically form this bond. And by the end of it, they've made this beautiful album. Such a sweet little movie. I love it so much. And I'm looking at a picture of them right up there. Glenn Hansard and Marketa Erglova are touring together once again, 15 years later, and I'm seeing them Friday night, and I'm so excited.
Oh, that's amazing.
I've seen Glenn a few times, I think 3 times, and it's always fantastic. It's very much up my alley as far as his type of music, and I've never seen her, so I'm so psyched.
I adore that movie. I adore that soundtrack.
Oh my God.
It still pops up in the rotation.
Yeah, they did a stage show too on Broadway.
I saw that
times. Yep.
Well, I saw the touring company, but also really good.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
it's also such a great little movie. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. You'll fall in love with it, really.
Also, real weird thing that just came into my head. But if you're looking for a real good cover of Justin Timberlake's "Cry Me a River," look for the Glenn Hansard cover of that, because it is heartbreaking.
I can imagine that's great. I've never heard that, and I dive deep on Glenn.
It's great.
And I will just tip my hat really quickly to which, if I don't know if you know it or not, but Glenn Hansard is, he's been a musician for 100 years and everything, but the Commitments out of Dublin in 1991, he's the guitar player in the Commitments 30 years ago, playing that red Stratocaster. That's him. And so if you go back and watch the Commitments again, first of all, such an incredible movie. And it's a movie starring all real musicians off the street, came in, auditioned as musicians to be in this Hollywood film. And what an amazing movie that is too.
It's such a commitment to find it though.
It is tough.
Here you are. You come in. I say you might have some little extra knowledge. No, I don't know anything. Anyway, here's some trivia. You know who plays the guitarist?
I've got Glenn Hansard on the brain.
But yeah, absolutely. If you've never seen Once, fix that. It is just great.
I really don't want to talk anymore, but I have one more thing to say about Marketa Irglova.
Yes.
So it ended up winning that song, that beautiful song, Falling Slowly, won the Oscar for Best Song that year. And when they accepted, obviously the orchestra came in and they cut off. So Glenn Hansard finishes his speech and he goes for her to get up and they cut her off because, you know, they're going like this. And that year hosting was the amazing Jon Stewart. And after the commercial break, he stopped the show and brought her back out, making like, how do you not love that man even more? And she comes out and you're like, oh, this better be good. And it's good. She has this like impassioned speech about the importance of artists speaking their truth, which is like, you know, sounds cliche. YouTube it. It's amazing. She comes out and delivers and you just love all three of them even more. I'm done.
Oh yeah. No, I remember that moment clearly. Oh, yeah. That was such
beautiful moment. Really.
Absolutely. Somebody who hasn't been on even longer than Conor, it's been like 15 episodes. Beat that, Manix. Welcome back.
Yo. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Good. I love being on the show because I just listen to you guys talk about everything, and I'm just like, I have no clue what they're talking about.
Now it's your turn to talk. I'm wondering, can you think of a movie starting? Yes. Okay, what do you like?
I'm gonna say it again because I've said it before, but Moonchild, Japanese vampire movie. Moonchild. It stars Gact and Hyde, which are both Japanese rock artists, and watch it if you haven't yet.
Yeah, I mean, you just came in with the deepest cut. You've never seen any of the Terminators, but you come in knowing that Moonchild has musicians in it. Well, yeah, that is one you have brought up on the show, and I forgot to look it up. So I'm like typing it up right now.
It's kind of like one of those ones that is going to be a good luck looking for. But if you find it, it'll probably be on the dollar rack somewhere. And it's okay because it's a really good movie. It'll make you feel sad, even though it's a vampire movie.
Oh, I was so worried for a second. I looked it up on IMDb, and Moonchild has a 3.5 out of 10. But that Moonchild's from 1972, so it's not the right one.
I'm sure the other one doesn't have a very high rating either.
It's got a 6.2. That's not bad.
It's a Manix Friends cult following movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to seek that out.
Another quick Dave Grohl fact.
Back to Dave Grohl facts.
He did play drums in probably the greatest band ever put together for a movie. He played drums with Greg Dooley, Dave Perner, Thurston Moore, Mike Mills, and Don Fleming in the Backbeat Band. The movie Backbeat. They played one show live. It was fantastic. It was all Beatles covers.
So when are you going to say Spinal Tap?
Spinal Tap?
Yeah, you said the greatest band ever put together.
No, it was the greatest band ever, besides Spinal Tap, of course.
Sex Bomb.
Yes.
Besides Spinal Tap. I'm sorry, I bow to your greater knowledge.
Okay. Well, excellent suggestions all around. At least one of those I'm actually gonna look for. Unless Manix wins tonight, and maybe he just tells me to go watch Moonchild.
You know the chances of me winning right now.
I feel like when you started, you did really good for 2 episodes.
Yep.
And then
you changed the recipe.
Well, let's see how this goes. We got a couple more of this mini game, these characters to do. Let's do that and see who's going to get to go first in the game. This next musician has played characters like Sarah Jennings, Nikki Finn, Rebecca Carlson, Gloria Tatlock, Hortense Hathaway, Princess Selenia, Elspeth, Verity, Susan.
Oh, that's a giveaway.
May Morbido, or Morbido.
Beyonce.
Breathless Mahoney.
Oh,
Madonna.
It is Madonna.
Oh, fuck.
Who said Madonna?
Connor.
I believe
I did.
Okay.
Manix.
Again, the
I
only
ceded
one,
to Manix, yeah.
the only one we didn't get to is Ava Perón.
Oh, Susan.
Oh.
Yep,
Susan,
Desperately
desperately.
the
giveaway,
one
yeah.
who is desperately being
Yeah.
seeked.
Oh, yeah.
I was in
Desperately
my head.
sought.
I'm like, I know that. I know for Susan. It was Cher. No.
All
You
right,
can't
last
believe that.
one. Last one. This musician has played Lingerie, Love Lord, Big D, D Loke, Dr. DMF,
DMX.
Drawman, Major Legrand Bouche, Killa Pop, Jamarcus,
Ghostface Killer.
Willie Spearmint, Smooth Move, Scavenger Smoker.
Hey, Steve.
Snoop Dogg.
It is Snoop Dogg.
I was thinking Scavenger.
It's me somewhere up there.
Tank Girl. I was thinking Scavenger, Tank Girl.
Uh-huh.
I was trying to think of like all of
Scavenger
those.
Smoker and Half Baked.
Yeah.
There's a few we didn't get to. Ronnie Rizat, Cool Kitty Cat, which I love.
We were still playing for a while.
Snoop Doggy Dogg played Cool Kitty Cat. Captain Mac Johnson, Cousin It, Blue, Jimmy Bones, and Huggy Bear.
Oh, yeah. Susan.
It's no Susan, yeah.
All right. Well, Kari ended that with 2 points. Connor got 1. Manix got 1. Kari, you maintain your lead, so I'm going to have you pick the first year. Before we get to that, you've all played this game a bunch. You know how it works. But if you're new here, here's what's going to happen. I've gone to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I've pulled parental warnings for a bunch of movies that have musicians in them. These parental warnings, I don't write them. I don't know who writes them, but these anonymous weirdos continue to provide episode after episode, year after year. I just steal their words. I read these parental warnings. My friends here try to figure out what the movie is. Kari, you get to pick the first year for us. Would you like a movie starring a musician from 1988, 2014, or 2023?
Let's do 2014.
2014.
I'm going to do really badly tonight, by the way. It's not going to go well, but I'm having fun.
So confidence in yourself. You'll do okay.
All right.
Okay, first movie of the night from 2014. There's a musician in it for 5 points under violence and gore. The violence in this movie is very comic book style. The movie is not rated R because of the violence. The violence is non-frequent, funny, and not realistic. Many PG-13 movies are more violent. All right, for 4 points under sex and nudity. Crude sexual jokes and dialogue range from statements about the sexuality of George Washington to children's games that involve guns and erect penises, to gags about oral sex, to a woman's slam poem about her lactating breasts. There is no sex in this movie.
There isn't?
For 3 points under violence and gore during the credits, which many will watch due to its comedic nature, includes sequences of shooting with little to no blood. It also includes a man getting stabbed. Some blood drips down his shirt. For 2 points under six. Oh, Josh has a guess. Josh, what do you think?
22 Jump Street?
This is Ice Cube in 22 Jump Street.
Nice.
Yeah, I remember the credits were fantastic.
Also in 22 Jump Street, Sex and Nudity, Jenko says at least 13 times that Schmidt had sex with the daughter of Captain Dixon as to make fun of him. As punishment, Schmidt gets tased. Alcohol, Drugs, and Smoking. The premise of the film surrounds police officers trying to find the dealers and suppliers of a new synthetic drug that could have deadly side effects. That puts Josh in the lead at 3, Kari at 2, Conor and Manix both at 1. Everybody has points. Manix, you get to pick this next year. Would you like a movie from 1989, 1998, or 2011?
1989.
1989. Oh, crap. I knew I was forgetting one thing, and that is the fact that I have a second document that includes movies like this one. So let me just pull up that document. You would think, after almost 200 episodes of doing this, I wouldn't keep making this mistake.
We'll get there someday, Nick.
You just start listing off every movie from 1989. We might eventually get it.
We'll get there, Nick.
There were some really good ones.
Last Crusade we talked about earlier, right?
Yes.
That's it.
All right.
Never seen it.
Ghostbusters 2. Have you seen that?
I've seen that.
Jason Takes Manhattan. Not a good one, but it was that year.
Well, I have a lot of problems with that movie.
All right. Let's go to this movie from 1989.
We're back.
For 5 points under Violence and Gore, a woman gets angry at a director and punches and kicks him.
Take a stab here.
All right.
Actually, I'll wait until the next clue.
Okay. For 4 points under Profanity, there is a song on the soundtrack titled Auto Titsling. All right.
And those came out in 89.
Josh, what do you think?
UHF?
It is not UHF.
Oh, all right.
That's a good guess, though.
Yeah, I know it came out in 89. Another great movie, 89, Connor.
For 3 points under Frightening and Intense Scenes, some arguments between friends and married couples. An 11-year-old child screams at her mother, causing the woman to cry. Okay, for 2 points under Alcohol, Drugs, and Smoking, we watch Cece smoking a cigarette at age 11, and it appears that she's been doing it for quite some time. She asks Hillary if she wants a drag to calm her nerves. Cece continues to smoke as an adult, too. Manix has a guess. Anybody else? What do you think, Manix?
Wind Beneath My Wings. Beaches.
Thank you. This is Bette Midler in Beaches.
Nice.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if you actually said the title.
UHF.
I've always referred to it as Wind Beneath My Wings because that's what was written on the VHS tape that recorded it off of Cinemax.
I always got that confused with UHF, actually. Those two movies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense.
I mean, they have so many similar themes.
Yeah.
It's easy to mix them up.
Last clue in that, under Frightening and Intense Scenes, a main character becomes terminally ill in the final part of the movie.
UHF.
And everybody cries.
All right. Well, that brings Manix to the lead at 3 points.
Yeah.
Josh and Kari at 2. Connor at 1. Real close game. Connor.
Yes.
Would you like a movie from 1953, 2000, or 2011?
You know I'm going to say 53.
I know you're going to say 53, and I love that about you.
I have a
All right. 1953 for 5 points under violence and gore. Boxing violence, all involving punching. 2 men in the Congress Club threaten to get into a fist fight. Another attempted fist fight in which one of the characters eventually pulls out a gun and threatens to shoot his opponent. Connor, I think, has a guess, or he's just cheering. It's hard to tell. Connor, do you have a guess?
I don't. I've never seen this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's from 53, and I think that sort of fits.
Mm-hmm.
Is it From Here to Eternity? Which I think has Sinatra in it.
It sure does have Sinatra. It sure did come out in 1953, and you got 5 points there. This is From Here to Eternity.
Didn't pull the trigger. I'm pissing myself.
Wasn't there stabbing in a punch or whatever? In a punch off, I was gonna say. Wasn't there a stabbing in a punch off?
But that's Gangs of New York.
That's Gangs of New York.
The other,
I always get those two confused. Yeah.
Other things in From Here to Eternity: sex and nudity, some mature themes, including pregnancy, prostitution, and adultery. But the film is actually targeted toward adults. There's no nudity and nothing sexually explicit. 2 soldiers freely comment on a superior officer's wife's appearance and reputation as she approaches. Frightening and intense scenes. The attack on Pearl Harbor is somewhat intense.
Somewhat.
UHF.
Violence and gore. Fatso is stabbed in a tense knife fight between him and Pruitt. Nothing graphic is shown, but the stabbing is implied when Fatso is shown falling to the ground wounded. And sex and nudity, the memorable scene in which Milton Warden and Karen Holmes kiss passionately on the beach.
Nothing better than implied stabbing.
That means Connor's now at 6 points, Manix at 3, Josh and Kari at 2 each. We got one more before the second mini game. Josh, you get to pick the year.
Yep.
Would you like a movie from 1981, 1992, or 2017?
92.
92. All right. 1992. For 5 points under profanity, some crude humor involving flatulence, poop, and vomit. More comical than gross. We see several fake vomits and poops, but they are not very realistic looking. Manix has a guess. Anybody else want to guess from that? What do you think, Manix?
The Sandlot?
It is not The Sandlot.
You're gonna try.
It's not a bad guess. I don't know if there's any musicians in The Sandlot.
I consider James Earl Jones to be a musician.
That dog could howl.
Do not speak
and also
of James
Dennis
Earl
Leary.
Jones like that.
James Earl Jones can howl.
Dennis Leary is in that, and he has one of my favorite songs of all time.
For 4 points under violence and gore, a man and his uncle tussle briefly and fall from a decent height, but aren't hurt too bad. Okay, for 3 points under violence and gore, images of violent war video games, no blood, are seen throughout the film. In one scene, the general repeatedly targets and blows up UN trucks. Other scenes have children playing the games. Okay. For 2 points under violence and gore, lots of destruction, including a major battle scene in which weaponized toys attack the heroes, and many ordinary toys as well as weaponized toys are blown up and destroyed. Josh has a guess. Anybody else? Connor also has a guess. Manix also has a guess. Nothing, Kari?
No, I have no idea.
Manix, what do you think this movie is?
Is it toys?
Connor, what do you think?
Is it toys? I don't know who the musician is, but that's what I was thinking.
Josh, what do you think?
Pretty sure it's toys.
Toys features LL Cool J. This is Toys.
Oh, yeah. He was in that.
That's right. LL Cool J is a musician, isn't he?
That's why the ladies love him.
They love him
I thought they loved him because he licked his lips.
Yeah, I did give you the title 3 times in that clue, but
on the second time around, I was like, it might be toys. And then you hit it that third time, and I was like, I think it's toys.
Last clue, sex and nudity. A nude plastic female doll, we see plastic buttocks, is shown being stretched to test quality control. The image is somewhat suggestive, and Robin Williams refers to it as the last temptation of Barbie, which could offend religious people, although that doesn't appear to be intended.
Sure, it does.
It
was Robin Williams.
I think I'm okay having never seen this movie from the sound of it.
You should watch
I
it.
think I'm good.
Is it
Doesn't
Barry
offend
Levinson?
religious people as much as the Barbie movie.
I think it is Barry Levinson.
It's someone like a Barry Levinson.
Levinson.
I gotta revisit that.
All right. Well, that means that Connor's at 8, Josh and Manix both at 4, Kari at 2. That brings us to our second mini game. And it's a multiple choice one, which I love doing. Again, you all know how it works, but just so people can follow along, I am about to ask one person a multiple choice question with 4 choices. If you get it right, you get 4 points. If not, your next opponent can guess for 3 points. Next one can guess for 2 points. Last one gets 1 point if they can remember the remaining choice. All of these are the same question. And Kari, since you were currently in last place, I'm going to go to you first. I'm about to ask if you can pick out the highest rated movie from these musicians' filmographies, according to IMDb. Kari, which of these is Mandy Moore's highest rated movie on IMDb? Is it Ralph Breaks the Internet, Saved, Tangled, or A Walk to Remember?
Huh? Oh. Okay. I'm gonna guess Tangled.
It is Tangled.
Yeah.
Tangled at 7.7, Walk to Remember 7.3, Ralph is 7, and Saved is 6.7, and Saved should be higher if you haven't seen Saved. Well, that's 4 points to Kari. Manix, we move on to you. Which of these is the highest rated movie of the aforementioned Ice Cube? Is it 21 Jump Street, Boys in the Hood, Friday, or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem? That's the new one.
Can you repeat those 4 for me, please?
Sure can. 21 Jump Street, Boys in the Hood, Friday, or Mutant Mayhem?
I'm going to say Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood at 7.8 is the highest of Ice Cube. Only 0.2 higher at 7.6 is the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which I saw over the weekend, and it's great. Friday and 21 Jump Street both at 7.2. Connor, we go to you now. Which of these is Barbra Streisand's highest rated movie? Is it Funny Girl, The Prince of Tides, The Way We Were, or What's Up, Doc?
Oh, shit. sorry. Can you just hit me one more time with?
Sure can. Funny Girl, The Prince of Tides, The Way We Were. What's up, Doc?
I got it down at 2, and my sister's gonna annihilate me when I get it wrong. The Way We Were.
It is not The Way We Were. Josh, Funny Girl, The Prince of Tides, or What's Up, Doc?
Got it down to 2 too, and I'm gonna go with Prince of Tides.
Prince of Tides is the lowest rated of the 4.
Okay, I'm wrong.
Kari, Funny Girl, or What's Up, Doc?
I'm gonna guess Funny Girl.
Manix, what is the remaining movie?
What's up, Doc?
What's Up, Doc is Barbara Streisand's highest rated movie at 7.7.
Is wrong.
And it's wonderful if you haven't seen What's Up, Doc.
I haven't seen it.
It's great.
It was a Bugs Bunny documentary? What?
I mean, you're not totally wrong. Barbara Streisand plays a real Bugs Bunny type character.
Oh.
All right, Josh, you get this last one.
Yeah.
Which of these movies is Elvis Presley's highest rated movie?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Lilo and Stitch.
Follow That Dream, Jailhouse Rock, King Creole, or Viva Las Vegas?
Jesus Christ. Thanks, Nick.
No problem. Happy to help.
I'm going to go with what's your guys' favorite movie? He's not dead. He lives with me. Jailhouse Rock.
It is not Jailhouse Rock, nor should it be. I did just watch that for the first time, and it is real bad.
Yeah, I know. Elvis. I love that movie, though. He tells me all the time.
Kari, Follow That Dream, King Creole, or Viva Las Vegas?
I'm gonna guess Viva Las Vegas.
It is not Viva Las Vegas. Connor,
King
Follow
Creole.
That Dream. King Creole is 7, which means that it is Elvis's highest rated movie. Never got above a 7.
That's great. It's great to know, Nick. Thanks. Now I got to make Elvis move out because you lied to me. Pack your shit, Elvis.
Elvis is about to leave the building.
It sounds like someone's going to be lonesome tonight.
Just call me a hound dog now.
Don't be cruel, Nick.
Hey, a little less conversation.
A little more action.
I don't know if I believe you, Josh. I don't know if any of us believe you. I think you have a room of suspicious minds.
Elvis lives with me.
Random Elvis song.
Well, that means Manix picked up 5 points from that. Kari picked up 4. Connor got 2. Josh, it didn't work out for Josh.
I hate multiple choice. I hate this game. I never do well at multiple choice game.
That means our new scores: Connor at 10, Manix at 9, Kari at 6, Josh is down to 4.
Yeah, I am.
We've got 4 movies left before the final. Manix, since you got the most points in that round, I'm going to have you pick the first year. Would you like a movie from 1978, 1998, or 2006?
There was a 90s option.
There was a 1998.
98. It's almost safe for me.
All right, 1998 for 5 points under violence and gore. A teenage boy is bullied by a group of other teenage boys. They grab his legs and smash his crotch up against a flagpole. For 4 points under sex and nudity, a woman steps out of a pool naked, and you see her bare butt while she walks through a locker room. A few moments later, she is seen from the front talking to other characters, and you can see her breasts. The scene is dimly lit.
Oh no, that was an accident.
All right, for 3 points, under violence and gore. A sick elderly woman begs a young man for help. She has strange lesions on her skin and looks very ill. The young man hugs the woman, and a piece of her scalp falls off in his hand. He throws the bloody heap onto the floor. An exposed bloody patch is seen on the side of the woman's head. Kari has a guess. Anybody else? Kari, what do you think this? Oh, wait.
No. Go. I'm good.
Okay, Kari.
I'm not confident in this answer, but I think it's The Faculty.
Co-starring Usher, this is The Faculty.
Kari! Nice.
Happy for you. I'm just disappointed in myself.
I couldn't remember who like the musician was, but
he doesn't have a big role, but he makes the poster.
Yeah, which I thought was weird.
He really ties that poster together. He makes it.
It was like Seagal on Executive Decision. Like that's how brief of a period of time he had in that movie.
Other clues in this: violence and gore. A woman is decapitated as the result of a car crash. Her head, which sprouts tentacles, begins to move in order to find her body again. And alcohol, drugs, and smoking. One of the main plot points in the film is that one of the students sells magic dust in pen casings. The plastic part with the ink part is removed, and the magic dust is one of the ways to kill the aliens.
Can we just talk about the fact that Famke Janssen gets her head cut off and then is in the final scene with a scarf around her neck?
Sure, let's talk about it. What else do you want to say about it?
That's
I have a few points to make about this as well. Elvis, quiet down. We're trying to talk in here, all right?
Oh, you moved in with you? Okay.
I don't want to talk about it. Let's talk about Famke Janssen.
Speaking of Jon Stewart, The Faculty.
Oh yeah, he's a science teacher.
Yeah.
Wasn't a bad movie.
I just saw it for the first time and really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that doesn't mean you're going to enjoy it.
No, but Robert Rodriguez.
But it'll be fun. It'll
be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember enjoying that one. I'm gonna have to revisit that too.
That means
See you later, toys. I'm gonna watch The Faculty instead.
Fuck you, toys.
Fuck you, Barry Levinson.
It's the end of Toy Story 3 all over again.
Sorry, Barry Levinson. I know you're watching, pal.
I'm sure he's gonna throw his copy of Toys in the fire.
Fuck you, toys. I'm watching
the laser disc.
Yeah. Filmed by Robert Rodriguez. Connor's at 10 points. Kari and Manix both right behind at 9. Josh is at 4 and hates me.
No, I don't hate you. I'm just disappointed in myself.
Connor, would you like a movie from 1970, 1992, or 2008?
Let's split the difference and do 92.
92. All right, 1992 for 5 points under violence and gore. A person is punched in the nose during a street brawl.
Period.
Okay, 4 points under sex and nudity. After a man gets out of a mud bath, his butt and penis are seen.
Butt and penis.
Front and back. Or just back and bending. I don't remember. For 3 points under violence and gore, a character slams another character down into the surface of some water and holds that person down until drowned.
Butt and penis.
For 2 points under sex and nudity, a topless woman is shown in a hot tub with a man. She is hidden at first by a script she's reading to him. She then lowers the script and moves closer to the man, and as she does, her breasts are seen briefly. Josh has a guess. Anybody else? Connor also has a guess.
God damn it, Connor.
Oh, it's gonna be wrong. Don't worry.
Connor, what do you think?
I don't know the year. Don't know if there's a musician in it, and it just kind of fits whatever this is. It Altman's The Player?
Josh, what do you think?
Is it Robert Altman's The Player?
Features a bunch of musicians as themselves, but also Lyle Lovett is an actor in it.
God damn it, Connor.
A little less conversation, a little more action. Come on. Sorry, Josh.
Last clue in that, under frightening and intense scenes, a snake is left in Tim Robbins' car as a threat.
Shit. Which leads to his character in Arlington Road.
It's the plot of Arlington Road too.
Tim Robbins getting a lot of play on this episode. All right, we got 2 movies left. Connor at 12, Kari and Manix both at 9, Josh at 6. It's the closest this game has been in a while going into these last 2. Josh, let's see if we can help you out.
You're going to give me all 2000 movies, aren't you?
Would you like a movie from 1989, 1999, or 2011?
Go with 89.
89.
Here for movies.
Just to prove to you that I don't intentionally give you all 2000s movies.
Okay.
These are all pre-sorted. This movie's from 89 for 5 points under sex and nudity. A woman says she and her fiance went parking and then skinny dipping and, quote, did things that frightened the fish. For 4 points under alcohol, drugs, and smoking, a woman becomes very religious and pours out her boyfriend's beer, saying she won't have it in the house. For 3 points under violence and gore, the groom's aunt makes an armadillo cake for the wedding. And it's red velvet cake inside, so it looks graphic when cut into. Connor has a guess. Anybody else?
Oh, shit. I don't even.
All right, Connor. Oh, hold on. Josh, what do you think?
I know it's wrong. It's not the right year. I'm going to kill it.
Okay, Connor.
I don't know. Steel Magnolias.
Featuring Dolly Parton. This is Steel
Holy
Magnolias.
Shit.
We got
God
Steel
damn it,
Magnolias and Beaches in the same episode.
Holy shit.
God damn it.
About that armadillo. I don't think I've seen that movie either. But I think it has a happy ending similar to Beaches, though, like you're saying. Right? Wow.
It's like UHF.
Well, that one I got confused with VHF, actually. Yeah. Stop, Elvis.
Also in
I understood what you meant.
Also in Still Magnolias, sex and nudity, Shelby's fiance sneaks in through a window and enters the bathroom where she's in a bubble bath. He sits on one side of the tub to talk to her, and that she then gets out and puts on a robe, obviously not concerned that he's seeing her naked. She tells him that if her daddy catches him there, he'll cut off your thing.
Butt and penis.
And frightening and intense scenes, a character has diabetes and a scary low blood sugar attack. It's intense while the others are trying to get candy and juice into her. All right, 1 movie remaining before the final. Connor's at 15, Kari and Manix both at 9, Josh at 6.
Yep.
Still anybody's game.
Yep.
Kari,
Yeah.
would you like a movie from 1976, 1996, or 2004?
96.
96. All right, last movie from 1996 for 5 points under profanity. Some mild profanities, including ass, hell, and damn. Oh my God is also used a few times. Sandy makes the slang reference, quote, bait my butt. Okay, for 4 points under violence and gore, Sandy vomits from being seasick. Heard, not seen. We later see some vomit on his shirt. For 3 points under violence and gore, a hammerhead attacks a seagull, which we briefly see in its mouth. Afterwards, blood is shown coming from the shark's mouth. The same shark later nearly attacks Sandy.
Andy's getting a lot of play.
Josh has a guess. Anybody else? Oh, we got 3 hands up all of a sudden. Connor, what do you think?
I'm going to get it wrong. I don't think there's any musician. I'm going White Squall.
Manix, what do you think? Okay, great. Josh, what do you think?
I'm going to go with the movie. I don't know if it has musicians in it either, but I'm going to go with the movie that I know came out in 96. Flipper.
It is not White Squall. Paul Hogan, Elijah Wood, and singer Isaac Hayes are all in Flipper.
Hayes.
Hey, Paul Hogan came back too.
Paul Hogan did come back.
Just like Fred Hogan.
Last clues in that: violence and gore. A man shoots a mother dolphin, and another young dolphin takes her to the surface for air. But she is shot a few more times and dies. There's no blood, but the entire sequence could easily disturb people. And violence and gore. Sandy is nearly stabbed in the head with a fishing spear, but the titular dolphin saves him.
Fuck the faculty. I got to revisit Flipper.
There's a lot of shit going on in Flipper.
Man.
Am I misremembering that Elijah Wood is also in Flipper?
That's what I said. Elijah Wood is Sandy.
Oh, yes! Oh, sorry. I blanked.
Wait, is
He's
Michael
also in the
Madsen?
Right.
There
He's
you
also
go.
in the faculty.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think Michael Madsen might be in there.
No, he's in Free Willy.
He's in Free Willy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
in Free Willy.
Oh.
Yep.
And then he has a cameo in Flipper where he shoots a dolphin 4 times.
No, he's the one killing the hammerhead.
Okay.
There's a shark attack in this. There's sharks and dolphins in this movie.
Doesn't he cut off Sandy's ear in the twisted scene?
It's a Flipper, but yeah.
You want another
it's like-
blowhole? I'll give you the blowhole.
Well,
Tell me
I'm
more.
definitely not going to read the movies we have remaining because we might need them going into the final question.
Oh.
This is Final Jeopardy style. In a moment, I'm going to ask you all to privately message me a bet between 0 and your point total. The point total is right now, Connor, you can wager anywhere between 0 and 14. Josh, Kari, and Manix can all wager between 0 and 9. It is wildly close on this episode. Not anything like the last episode. Also, of course, if you get it right, I will give you an extra 3 points. Whoever gets it closest. Also, I did that without giving you the category, but you all just jumped in with the bets. They don't give a shit. So I'm not going to give you the category right now. I'm just going to ask you the question. I mentioned 4 of them earlier. What I would like you to tell me, privately message me, how many movies did Elvis make as an actor? How many movies was Elvis in? Person who gets closest gets their points. If you get it exactly right, I will give you an extra 3 points. How many movies is Elvis in? Not counting Home Alone, that is not confirmed. All right, we got some stuff flying in here. All right. I think I've got everybody's points in. Everybody's guesses are in. All right, great. I will tell you, Elvis made his first movie in 1956. He made his last movie in 1969. Elvis only made movies for 13 years. Kari and Conor both said he made 9 movies. Who is that? Manix said that he made 17 movies in 13 years. Josh said he made a whopping 31 movies in 13 years. Elvis, and Josh, I have no idea. Elvis made a whopping 31 movies in 13 years.
What? Are you kidding me?
Josh, is Elvis really living with you? What's going on over there? That's amazing.
I have no idea how you
I knew what I didn't know it. I just put a number that I knew was pretty high because I knew he was prolific as fuck.
Wow.
I was debating whether or not to tell you how many years he worked, because I knew that would make it harder.
I knew he was prolific as fuck. Like, he made so many goddamn movies in such a brief
31,
period of time.
in fact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, let's see what that does to the scores.
Well done, sir. Elvis, move the fuck back to Josh's. Get out of here. Barry Levinson, sorry.
Conor wagered 4 points, loses 4 points. Kari wagered 5 points, loses 5. Manix wagered all of his 9 points, loses all of his 9 points. Josh also wagered all of his 9 points, and by some miracle got the 3 extra points. That's 12 points to Josh, meaning our final scores tonight. Manix at 0, Kari at 4, Conor at 10. But our winner tonight with 21 points, it's Mr. Josh Poirier 2 weeks in a row.
Christ. I didn't mean to win this one.
Well, you did.
I didn't mean to.
Absolutely amazing poll. To the point where I would think you were cheating if you didn't seem so confused by the fact that you won.
Well done.
I don't think you're that good of an actor.
I'm not.
He's not talking to you, Elvis. Don't worry about it.
No, he's not that good of an actor either.
Well, Josh, also shout out, I'm just looking at the comments now. Marty's watching, and so is Scoop. So, hey, both of you.
Hey.
So, Josh, you know what's coming up, but I'll get to you in a little bit.
Yeah.
Before we do that, I want to thank you all so much for playing. Before we go, if there's anything you want to promote, anywhere you want to be found, or just any last words you'd like to share with the internet. Manix, I know you've got at least one thing behind you.
Hold on.
Yep.
So, yep. There we go.
There he is.
You can't see me doing the presentation thing, but find me on Instagram at Manix's Creative. I make all sorts of weird art. I sell stickers. So if you like stickers, buy stickers from me. And I am also going to be at the Life Forest in Hillsborough, New Hampshire on Saturday selling stuff at their arts and crafts fair. And I also have a piece of art in a gallery in Manchester, New Hampshire at Seesaw, which is going to be up until the end of the month.
That is awesome. I'm glad you seem like you're getting some stuff out of this.
I try.
Kari, we'll go to you next. Anything you'd like to say to us before we go?
I don't have anything to promote. I guess you can follow me on Letterboxd. It's just KARILT34. I mean, I saw the movie Talk to Me last night, so if you're super into horror movies, go check it out. Australian like indie film. Super impressed by it, so highly recommend.
I have to go out and see that. I've missed I think I missed it when I was working the Independent Film Fest in Boston, and then I think I missed 2 advanced screenings. So I really need to make up for that and go see that movie.
Yes. Yeah, no, there was a reason why I was like, I need to see it like as soon as it comes to theaters and like going completely like don't know anything about it. It was. I would love to hear your opinions once you see it though.
I will absolutely share them with you. Connor, what are you up to?
Hey, yeah, I will not say anything, give anything away, but the way you talked to me was marketed. I did not expect the movie that I got, and I enjoyed it as well. Yeah, check that out. If you're in Southern Maine and you'd like to have a crisp beer, my cousin just opened his brewery, and it's in Sanford, Maine. So this is highly specific. So if you ever want to go to River Junction Brewery, tell him Large Marge sent you. And by the way, I'm going by Large Marge these days. And yeah, no, this was so much fun to do this. It's been a while. And that was a sweet pull. And Barry Levinson's a great director and a great comedic actor. And have a great night, guys.
Yeah, I love having you on the show. Before we get to Josh, you did remind me that I never did go back and read the movies that we didn't get to. So let's give Josh a second more to think about what he's going to do. You reminded me because we didn't get to 1998 with Chris Christopherson, Big Top Pee-wee, rest in peace. Dua Lipa is in Barbie. The Spice Girls are in Spice World.
They are?
Josh Groban is in Crazy Stupid Love. John Bon Jovi's in U571.
You know who else is in Spice World?
A lot of people.
Meatloaf, man. Meatloaf.
He sure is.
Bus driver.
Julianne Hough in the Footloose remake. Ringo Starr in Caveman. Elton John in Kingsman: The Golden Circle. Will Smith in The Pursuit of Happiness. Among others, the stars of the Beatles movie, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Peter Frampton and the Bee Gees as Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Barbara Streisand in The Owl and the Pussycat. Demi Lovato in the Jonas Brothers and Camp Rock. LL Cool J in Any Given Sunday. Justin Timberlake in Bad Teacher. Bette Midler and Faith Hill in the Stepford Wives remake. And David Bowie in The Man Who Fell to Earth. For all movies that might pop up on the show again at some point.
Great film.
I was hoping that 92 was going to be Tom Waits and Bram Stoker's Dracula. Dracula, by the way. Yeah.
The only reason that it wouldn't have been is because that movie's been used on the show a couple of times.
Was it 96 for Mystery Men with Tom Waits?
99.
99 for Mystery Men with Tom Waits.
Weirdly, I put that on like 3 days ago. Did not.
All right. Well, Josh, first of all, would you like to claim your prize?
I would. And I got a movie that's about musicians. I think there are musicians in it. It's 1998, Still Crazy.
Still Crazy?
Yep. It stars Bill Nighy, Timothy Spall, Billy Connolly, Stephen Ray. It's about a band basically making their last. They had a bit of breakup in the 70s, and now it's 20 years later, so they're getting back together, and it's amazing.
Great movie.
Well, movie. Again, never heard of it. I love that cast.
The cast is unbelievable.
I will be checking that out at some point this week. Thank you, Josh. Do you have anything you want to say to us before we go?
Yeah, just plug in the show next week, next month, 9/7. I'll be on it.
Yeah, you
should be good. It's going to be one of my first times performing on stage, and almost. I think actually last time I performed on stage was about 9 months ago, so it's going to be 9 months.
Oh, it's been a whole 9 months since you've been on stage.
Yeah, it's been 9 months. I mean, I was on stage, but before that, I was 4 years.
Yeah. I know. I was on that show.
I know.
Talking about that a lot. That like week leading up to lockdown.
Yeah.
Where we weren't sure if we could mention that COVID might exist.
Loved it. I was
like somebody would cough and the room would die.
As long as we didn't say anything about it, it was fine.
It's like that episode of Scrubs.
But besides that,
I don't watch no Scrubs.
Nothing else. I don't want no scrubs. But
Yeah.
I think besides that, not much else to really talk about. Just I can't. I'm still shocked that 31 was the amount of movies he had.
I have no idea how you pulled it. So, like, even if you had said 30, I think I still would have given it to you. But
yeah,
right on the dot.
I have no idea. I just threw out a number that I knew was high.
Uh-huh.
And then, like, I knew how long I knew how long his career was because I watched documentaries about him. So I knew how long his film career was, but I knew he was prolific, and I just threw out a number. It was. I feel awful about this.
That makes the highlight reel. Definitely, that was an awesome. Pull.
I think it's not my favorite. My favorite pull was Pretty Woman on the 5-5 to tie the score.
Oh yeah, that was something.
But thank you, Nick. Thank you for having me on the show. I'll see you on 9/7.
Thank you for doing it. I'm probably going to see you before that.
Possibly.
Well, thank you all for being here.
Thanks, Nick.
Once again, Conor Shanahan, Kari Taylor, Josh Poirier, Manix Catino. I'm Nick Martucci. You can find me on all social media at Blundering Idiom. Find the show on Facebook, search Inappropriate Movie Database, or click the link in the description of this video. Twitter and Instagram at IMDb Game. We do this show every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern right here on this channel. So go ahead and subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. If you want to be on the show, reach out to me. I don't know if I can get you on in August, but September, I want to have you on. I want to keep having new people on the show.
Can I just chime in?
Yeah,
I say this every once in a while. Like I've never actually met Nick, and like I stumbled across this because Laura Clark was doing it, and I've known her for years, and I was like, oh, this looks like a blast. And then reached out to him, and he was like, absolutely, he got me on, and it's been so much fun. So if you're thinking about doing it, just reach out to him. He's the man, and this is great, and it's always so fun. So
yeah, I've been on it like 60 times, and he's getting sick of me. So please take my place.
Look, I can't keep having dudes with long hair on the show. It's really making this look just homogenous. So if you're not a dude with long hair, please come on the show. Long-haired freaky people need not apply. I got a sign out front.
Love it.
Like Poirier said, we're doing the show Thursday 9/7 at 7 p.m. in Lawrence, Massachusetts. Josh Poirier's on that show. Also, Josh Pick, Rachel Dunbar, Elsie Clark, Tyler Tuttle, Maxwell Schultz is doing a little stand-up up top. It's going to be a real fun show. Please come out to that. And also, not this coming Friday, next Friday, the 18th of September, I will be doing stand-up comedy in Haverhill, Massachusetts.
hey.
Tickets are available for that too. If you wanna check that out, you can find that link on the Facebook page and on Twitter and all of that stuff. So I'm excited to be doing some stand-up again. I focus so much on this game, and it's always fun to be able to do that other thing. So come out to that. Come out to all these.